In this video, I'm going to show you how to use dynamic background driver. I already created a virtual panel here so we can see how this driver works. So this virtual panel has a resolution of 800 by 800. So I had to create a custom resolution here that I call sample screen virtual panel and set 800 by 800. So we only have one. You can just keep it here. So if you just want to have another custom resolution, we can just label and set whatever width and height we're going to use. So this means if we have an Android device that has a specific resolution, we can just set it here and then use it. Okay, I'm going to explain a bit what's a refresh rate. Refresh rate means that the time between each picture changes. So in my case, I set it for 1 minute, but we have other options so we can disable it. So we can just call to get a new picture if we just press the refresh button. Then we can have hours or daily. If we select daily, this will change the new picture 12 o'clock at night. So every single day you have different picture on your screens. So okay, let's set it for the moment for 1 minute so we can show how this works. Then we have the enable blue effect. We can have a blue effect on our pictures and we can set the value between 1 or 10. So we're going to just disable this because the blue effect is nice if you have any kind of transparent buttons and overlaid pages. So, okay, we go to the virtual panel here. Now, we have two options. Either we just draw here one dynamic image and send it to the back. Or in my case, like I prefer, I can create a new layer, and this layer will be background, and I will share it. So in case I just want to have the background on all the pages, just share and use this layer on the other pages. So okay, here we have the background. I just drop it to the bottom, so that means whatever I draw here in this layer goes to the back. So I'm just going to draw here a new dynamic image. I'm going to edit these properties. I'm just going to put a width of 800 and the height of 800. And there we go. So I will just recommend using the scaling for stretch. Some people, when they draw, they just instead going to the properties, yes, they just scale it manually. So that way will prevent to have a blank page. Okay, now we have this dynamic image. We're going to create a new tag here for it. We're going to call, let's say, new background page. So this will have one variable here. I'm going to make it global. We select, and here we have our enabled custom resolution. So in this case, it's the virtual panel. So I will select it. In case you use any other RTI panels, you have it here, remote backgrounds, and RTI panels, iPhone X or newer, iPhone 8 or older. Then you have portrait and landscape modes. Then we have also the XP8V backgrounds for 180p and 180i or 720p, 720i. So let's select a sample screen virtual panel, and that's it. I already draw here on the top bar. I already draw a refresh button that we're going just, it was a volume up, so we're going just call new refresh background. You can tag however you want, refresh background or whatever. So this will call a function. There will be a command. It will be random ground and request image refresh. So that's it. So at the moment, we're just going to send this project to the processor. And now we create a virtual panel. Just going to delete these two as I don't want it here anymore. And we're going to call it 800. Yes, I will need to open it. So I will go into allow. So here we have, every time I press a refresh, it can get a new picture, or we can just wait for 1 minute and the picture automatically will change. So this effect doesn't have, as you see, the blue effect here, this background. So we can just close it and we can change that here, and we can put a blue value. Let's put it on the maximum, 10, so you can see how it will look. So it's going to send the project so I can straight open it. And then here you can see how's the blue effect working. So every time we refresh, we can wait for 1 minute, 5 minutes, how many minutes you have selected here. So simple as this, you can do it for any other device, but make sure you select the specific background for it. So that's for all. If you have any questions, just post me any message or any other suggestions you have. Will be free to help you with. So thank you guys.